All right, guys, coming back at you again with another game. We got the Athletics of the Yankees here. Yankees are holding on to a very precarious lead at the top of the American lead. It's a half game at the moment, and there's a ball in there to Eddie Juice. Of course, if this game were being played the way it was in real life, as Juice takes a strike from Allie Reynolds, we wouldn't know the outcome of the Red Sox and Indians games. 2-1 the count now on Juice. And that's lined back up the middle for a base hit, and that'll bring up Elmer Valo with a runner on at first. And remember, these Athletics get on base like crazy. Here's Valo, takes a ball, and then a strike. 477 on base percentage, and he hits one over to left field. Woodling's over there, shading the line, grabs it for the out, one gone. Here's Hank Majeski, who takes the ball, and that's popped up behind the plate, out of play. 1-1 on Hank. Gets a piece of that one. It's 1-2, and there's strike three to Majeski. Two gone, just like that. Here comes Wally Moses. Runner still on first base. Juice hasn't gone anywhere. Moses takes a strike, hitting 304 and a ball, and hits one over to right center field. Bauer goes after that one. He's not going to get that in time, though. That's a base hit for Moses, and Juice gets all the way over to third base. And that'll bring up Sam Chapman. So runners on at first and third for the Athletics. There's a line drive over to the hole, left side, and the third baseman Brown runs over and snags it on the line drive, and that's the third out. We go to the bottom of the first. Here now, Hank Bauer for the Yankees hitting leadoff, and takes a ball that flies out of Kellner's hand, and another ball, 2-0. Little check swing ground ball right side that is past Fain and in for a base hit. So Bauer does his job, makes it to first base, and here comes Gene Woodling. Woodling takes a ball away, 1-0, and that one misses by a long shot, 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss in that one, 2-1. That's a fastball inside, 3-1 the count now, Woodling. Throw to first. We're not doing anything with Bauer at this point in time. And there's a little looper over to short left field. That one will end up falling in front of Elmer Valo for a base hit. That brings up Cliff Mapes. So two straight singles here for the Yankees. And here comes Mapes, who's hitting 321. He's been kind of the star of the season. 5 home runs so far for the Yankees. Takes a ball and then swings and misses at a strike and takes another ball. 2-1 the count on Mapes quickly. One hopper past Majeski at third, and that's a base hit. And here comes Bauer around to try to score. And he is thrown out Woodling is thrown out as Bauer scored, and Woodling tries to score behind him. And Woodling is thrown out at third. That's what happens here. Bauer has scored ahead of him. Woodling was trying for third base, is thrown out by Elmer Valo in left field. It's a 1-0 lead for the Yankees. That brings up Tommy Henrich with a runner on at first base and one out. Henrich hitting 308, and he hits a little ground ball that's up the middle. That's to the left side. Majeski goes over there, grabs that one, makes the throw to second, and Mapes is in there before the throw comes in. That'll bring up Yogi Berra. Runners on at first and second now for the Yankees, and Berra's hitting 265. He hits a ground ball, this time again to Majeski, who goes on to Suter at second for one, back on to first for the double play, and we go to the top of the second. Remember, those Athletics love the double play. Ferris Fain leading this one off, hits the first pitch that comes his way. That's a fly ball over to Mapes in center field for the first out. Up now is Pete Suter, takes a ball. And then another one in on him for a ball, 2-0. And that's low, 3-0 on Pete. There's a strike to him, 3-1 the count. And there's a bad swing on a weak breaking ball. Full count now on Suter. Fly ball center field, Mapes has it, 2 gone. Mike Guerrera. 257 his average, swing and a miss, and then fouls one back, 0-2 on Mike. That's a ball inside, 1-2. That's too close, 2-2. It's hit deep to center field. Mapes racing straight back for that back, and it's over his head, and Guerrero will wind up at second with the double, and up comes Alex Kellner. So potential tying run on his second, 2 outs. Pitcher up for the Athletics, 0-2 the count. As driven down the left field line, Woodling goes over that. He does have room. It hung up a little bit for him, and he makes the catch, and we go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Yankees, lots of hitting so far, and here's the scooter, Phil Rizzuto, hitting 6th in the lineup, and hits a loud single into center field for a base hit. That'll bring up Bobby Brown. Phil's asking me why he's hitting so far down the lineup. Well, we care about OPS. That's the reason why. Rizzuto runs for second base, and this one as Brown fouls it back, 0-1 the count. Pop-up foul out of play. It's 0-2 on Bobby. There's a swing and a miss on that strike, that next pitch. That's a swinging strike 3. There's one away. Up now is Snuffy Sternveiss. We saw him do a couple spectacular things just the other day. Strike to Sternveiss, 0-1, and there's a fastball low, 1-1. And there's a pop-up off of third, foul, 1-2. Fouls that went away, 1-2 still. There's a ball inside, 2-2. Throw to first base, nothing doing. Rizzuto not going anywhere, and that's hit over to left field. Valo rushes in, and grabs that one for the out, 2 away, and here's Allie Reynolds. Throw to first, nothing happening. Allie Reynolds, the pitcher, takes the ball. 154 the average. We might as well not say it for the pitchers. There's a strike to him and another ball, 2-1. Fouls one back, 2-2. He does have 2 walks this season. Reynolds does as a hitter. Fouled that one away, 2-2, and that fastball is in the inside corner for strike 3. He now has 4 strikeouts as well. Up is Eddie Juice, who takes a strike and then hits one over to shortstop. Rizzuto grabs it and gets up to throw it, but there's no chance. Juice is too fast for that. And Juice winds up with the infield single, his second hit of the game. Here's Elmer Vallo, takes a strike and then a ball, 1-1. Vallo hitting 353, and that's a ground ball through for a base hit into the the right side past Henrik. And that puts runners on the corners here for Hank Majewski. Nobody out, top of the third. Majewski, 5 home runs, is driven in 36. Takes the ball around the knees, 1-0. It's hit down the third base line, foul, 1-1 on Hank. And that's a balk called on Reynolds. So balk, and Reynolds put in his hand into the glove, took it out again. You're not allowed to do that, and the runners move up a base, and so it's a 1-1 ball game of all ways to give up the tying run. And there's Majewski swinging at one and hitting it over the head of Sternweis, the second baseman, for a base hit, and there are runners on the corner again with nobody out. So runners on at first and third. Here's Wally Moses, hits one to the right center field, and Mapes can't get to that one. That's going to be an easy double for Moses, scores another run. Now there are runners on at second or third. Still nobody out, 2-1 Athletics. Sam Chapman comes up, hits one to short right field. That's Hank Bauer running in and grabbing that one for the out, 1 away. And there's a bunt, and it's a suicide squeeze by Fain, the next batter, and that scores the run. 2 away now, and it's 3-1. That was a good suicide squeeze, and Brown, the third baseman, ran in to get it. There was no chance to get the runner breaking for home, so the throw went to first. 2 away, and the Athletics have pulled just about everything they can out of their hat. Here's Pete Sutter, who takes a ball. Another ball high, 2-0. That's in the dirt, 3-0 now on Pete, and that's way outside for ball 4. So he goes over to first base, and once again there are runners on the corners. Mike Guerra takes the ball high. Ground ball to first, and Henrik has it, flips over to Reynolds for the out. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Here is Hank Bauer, hits one over to left field. Vallo coming in, and has that after a late break, 1 away. Gene Woodling takes the ball low, and that's a fastball that ties him up, 1-1. It's popped up over to Majewski, third base, for the out, 2 away, and here's Cliff Mapes, who takes the ball high. Ground ball, Suter has it and throws to first, but Mapes beats it out for a single. He's 2 for 2 today, and here comes Tommy Henrik. Henrik fouls one away, 0-1. Old Reliable up there, 1-1 now, 9 home runs, had 24 in real life, takes a strike, 1-2, and there's a ball inside, 2-2 on Tommy. That's low, and he chases that one, and down he goes, and we go up to the top of the fourth. It'll be Alex Kellner for the Athletics. Ground ball, first base, Henrik has it, flips over to Reynolds for the out, 1 away. Here's Eddie Juice now, who takes a breaking ball for a strike, and then a ball, 1-1. It's at the right center field. Bauer, right fielder, runs after that one and makes the catch. Good run by Bauer, 2 gone. Elmer Vallo now. And that's a fastball, strike 1 in there to Elmer. And there's a ball, 1-1. He held up on that one, 2-1 now in Elmer. Ground ball, shortstop. Rizzuto has it on to first. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Here is Yogi Berra. Berra takes a ball. And another one inside, 2-0, and that's through into left field for a base hit. That'll bring up the scooter, Phil Rizzuto, runner on at first base. Fastball's high for a ball. That one misses, 2-0. Hit to center field behind Chapman, out of his reach, and that's going to be a double for Rizzuto, and that will score the runner Berra easily. You think Berra, the catcher, wouldn't have much speed, but he has enough speed to get around on that one, and it's a 3-2 ball game in favor of the Athletics. Nobody out. Here's Bobby Brown. Brown has 13 RBIs this season, so he can drive him in. He takes a ball, and there's a strike inside corner, 1-1 on Bobby. Breaking ball is wide, 2-1. That's high and outside, 3-1 the count now, and there's a strike in there. Full count on Bobby. It's off the plate, and he will take a waltz down to first base, and that'll bring up Snuffy Sternweis. Nobody out, and the question is, do we let Sternweis swing away, or do we have him bunt? Almost certainly have him bunt here, down by 1. Takes the ball, and he opens up this time again, and it's a bunt back to Kellner. All he can do is throw over to first base where Suter is covering. The 2 runners move up, so there's 1 out, and Allie Reynolds is up. Runners on at second and third. Here's a ball to Reynolds. Ground ball to short, and we're going to try to have Rizzuto score, and he does score, and that ties the ball game. Brown stays at second, and Juiced has to go to first. No play on Rizzuto, who was fast. And it's a 3-3 ball game, brand new ball game here, bottom of the fourth. Hank Bauer up there now takes a ball. 8 hits for the Yankees and 7 for the Athletics. Sometimes Yankee Stadium plays like a hitter's park, sometimes like a pitcher's park, and it's a hitter's park today. 2-1's the count on Bauer. That's wide. 3-1. And there's a foul ball, full count now on Hank. And there's ball 4 inside on Bauer. That'll bring up Gene Woodling. Woodling 1 for 2 today, like so many other Yankees, takes a strike and swings and misses a 1, 0-2. Inside, 1-2, the count on Gene. Ground ball right side in the hole. Suter has it and throws over to first for the out. We go to the top of the fifth. Tie ball game, 3-3. Here's Majewski hitting the first pitch he sees down to Rizzuto, throws to first and 1 away. Wally Moses takes a ball. And there's another one low, 2-0 on Moses, and that's laced over Bauer's head. And that ends up off the wall, and it's an easy double for Moses. Bauer had a hard time getting that one off the carom, and that'll bring up Sam Chapman. So yet another double for the Athletics. Top of the fifth inning, it's a 3-3 game. Chapman with the runner on at second base and 1 out has a 2-0 count, now a 3-0 count on him. And there's ball 4. So Reynolds has had his problems here. 17-6 in real life, 2-3 in the simulation, and he has a hard time with these walks, and that's killing him. Ferris Fain hits a fly ball, shallow left field. Actually, Rizzuto, the shortstop, will grab that for the second out. Here comes Pete Suter. Strike in there to Pete, 0-1. Chopper, third base, Brown on to first for the out. Bottom of the fifth we go, and it's Cliff Mapes. Ball inside to Cliff. Swing and a miss on that one, 1-1. Pop up, and Majewski runs over there, third baseman, and grabs that for the out. 1 gone. Here's Henrik, takes a strike in the outside corner. And that's a little ball bounced over to first base. Fain has that, flips over to Kellner, the pitcher, for the second out. And here's Yogi Berra, who takes the ball. Swings and misses at a strike, and that's inside. 2-1 on Berra. That's below the knees. 3-1 the count. And there's a fastball, called ball 4. So Berra will go over to first base. Alex Kellner now giving up 3 walks today. Here is Phil Rizzuto, tie ball game. Not necessarily the tensest part of the game, and Rizzuto, of course, breaks the tension, hits a fly ball over to Chapman in center field for the third out, and up comes Mike Guerra, top of the sixth. Guerra takes a strike. There's a curveball wide, 1-1. Fastball is fouled away, 1-2. Ground ball, third base, Brown on to first, 1 gone. Alex Kellner takes a strike, 0-1. And there's a foul ball, 0-2 on Alex. That's blooped in right center field. Bauer runs after that one, can't get there in time. And that brings up Eddie Juice. They say that one had eyes. Juice now is 2 for 3 in this game. Takes the ball low. Great on-base percentage for Eddie. Fouls one away, 1-1. Fastball's high and tight. It is 2-1 on Juice. Next pitch in there is high. 3-1 on Eddie. Strike in there, full count. Ground ball to Reynolds. On to... throws on to Sternweiss at second and back on to first for the double play. We go to the bottom of the sixth. That's one out of the Athletics playbook. So it'll be Bobby Brown here to lead this off for the Yankees. Bottom of the sixth inning. He takes a breaking ball low, 1-0. That's outside. 2-0 on Bobby. Swing and a miss, high fastball. 2-1. He gave that one a real rip. Swings and misses again. It's 2-2. That ball is low, full count, and there's another swing and a miss, and down goes Brown, 1 away. Here's Snuffy Sternweiss, who is yet to have a hit this season, only 4 at-bats. After a ball hits one over to left field, Elmer Valo's got that for the out, 2 away. Here now, Ali Reynolds takes a strike, 0-1, and a ball, 1-1. Another one high to him, 2-1. Pop down the right side, out of play, 2-2. Fastball's inside, full count now on Reynolds, and that one misses wide. And Kellner, 4 strikeouts and 4 walks so far in this one, and he's just walked the pitcher. Up now is Hank Bauer. Bauer takes the fastball outside, 1-0 the count. And that's a strike right at the glove, 1-1. That fastball's outside, 2-1 on Hank. Strike 2 inside corner, it's 2-2. And there's called strike 3 on Bauer, and we will go to the top of the 7th inning. Exciting game here, tie ball game. Yankees hoping to hold on to first place. If they lose this one, they'll be in a tie with it, I believe, with the Red Sox. 2-0 the count on Valo. And Berra can't get to that foul ball, it's 2-1. Ground ball, first base line foul, 2-2. Another foul ball, 2-2 on Valo, and that's in on the hands. It's a full count, and that's a ground ball, that's a little blooper over into center field, drops in front of Mapes for a base hit, and Valo is on at first base. Now here's Hank Majewski, top of the 7th inning. Valo took off. There was a hit and run, but it was fouled away, 0-1, and there's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Sliders low, 1-2 on Majewski. That's in the left field, but Woodling is right there for the out, 1 away. Wally Moses now takes the ball low, 1-0. That ball is outside, 2-0 on Moses. Swing and a miss on that one, or he was checked and they say he went around. 2-1 pitch, hit over to Rizzuto, a little pop-up for the out, 2 away, and it's Sam Chapman who takes the ball high. Chapman 267, 0 for 2 today, 1-1 the count. It's a ball off the plate, 2-1 on Sam, and that's way inside. It's 3-1 on him. It's hit first base line, foul. Henrik trying to make a play, no play. Full count on Chapman. And that's a swing and a miss on that one, and we will go to the bottom of the 7th inning. So it's Gene Woodling here who will take a strike for the Yankees. And there's a breaking ball inside that misses, 1-1. Swing and a miss on that next one, 1-2. That next pitch is fouled off, 1-2 still. That misses inside, 2-2. Pop-up, Guerra has that one for the out, the catcher, 1 away. And here is Cliff Mapes, who takes one high, 1-0. And there's a strike, middle in, 1-1 on Mapes, and that's another fastball, 1-2. Ground ball over to second, Suter on to first, 2 gone. Tommy Henrik takes a ball low, 1-0 the count. And that's hit up the middle, 4-base hit over past Juiced and Suter, and that puts Henrik on at first base. And that brings up Yogi Berra. Berra, 270 with quite a bit of power, as you would imagine. 1 for 2 today. And this guy spells trouble in tie games in situations like this. Berra takes a ball and then another ball, 2-0. That's in tight, 3-0 count. And he looks at a strike, 3-1. And there's ball 4 around the knees. It's walk number 5 given up by Kellner. And his strikeouts and walks have kept a pace today. Up is Phil Rizzuto, 2 outs, runners on at first and second. Takes a strike, 1-1. And there's a fastball outside, 1-1. It's fouled away, 1-2. And that one misses. So Deuce is wild here. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. 3-3 the score with 2 men on. That pitch is low, but he swung at that one and missed. And down goes Rizzuto, and we go to the top of the 8th inning. Ferris Fain comes up. Reynolds has thrown 100, and there's a ball in there to Fain. And there's a strike to him, 1-1. Little breaking ball scooped over to right field. Bauer's got that for the out, 1 away. Pete Suter now takes hits one back to the screen, 0-1. Slider down and away, 1-1. And there's one low, 2-1 on Pete. And that's hit deep right field. Mapes goes by that one over to get it, and he can't get it. It's off the wall and gets by him. That's an easy triple there for Suter. And Suter, with the clutch hit here in the top of the 8th inning, might be guaranteeing that the Athletics will go ahead. We'll see what happens. 1 out is all. And Suter has done something pretty remarkable there. The Yankees will have to put the infield in to stop this run from scoring. Guerra now hits a fly ball center field, and Mapes pulls that one in this time, but it's deep enough to score the run. So now the score is 4-3 Athletics, and the Yankees only with 6 outs remaining. We'll see if the Yankees can come back on this one or not. And that brings up, of course, Alex Kellner, nobody on 2 men out. Kellner will stay in this ball game. Ground ball over to Sternveiss. Second baseman throws to first, and that does it. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Here's Bobby Brown. Takes a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 today. Another ball. He did walk once. And there's a strike. 2-1, Bobby. And that's on the inside corner. It's 2-2. Fly ball left center. Chapman, center fielder, has that 1 away. Sternveiss looking for that elusive first hit. Takes the ball inside. 5 at-bats. Another one inside. 2-0. That's a strike. 2-1. And that one just misses. It's a 3-1 count on Sternveiss, and that's high, and he takes another walk, the 5th one he's picked up this season. And now it's interesting time. So Reynolds comes up. We want to keep him in this ball game. We'll bunt with him. He bunts one away foul, 0-1. And that's another one down the first base line, 0-2. And that's bunted up in the air, and that's foul. And there's the strikeout, number 7 for Kellner. That'll bring up Hank Bauer. Now, the way things have been going, Kellner will walk another guy here. There's a ball to Bauer. And there's a ball gets away from Guerra, but he's on top of that one. 2-0 the count now on Bauer. Fouled away. It's 2-1. Throw to first, nothing doing. Another throw to first. Still nothing happening with Sternveiss. And that's in the dirt. 3-1 the count now on Bauer. We'll have him take this pitch. If there is a pitch, it's a throw to first. That's in on the hands. And just what did I tell you? 7 walks, 7 strikeouts for Kellner, who has been very, very busy in this one. And that is, by the way, a really, really big walk because that puts the potential tying run on second base. And here comes Gene Woodling. Woodling so far today is 1 for 4. He does have only a hit, no runs batted in, and no runs scored. So Bauer ends up drawing the walk. That I think is the second walk he's drawn so far today. And there's a strike to Woodling, 0-1. And there's another foul ball, 0-2. Gene a little bit too eager, takes the ball, 1-2. Hit deep to right field at the wall. Moses has that one for the out, and we will go to the top of the 9th inning. It's Eddie Juice to lead this off for the Athletics, and he hits one over near the line and left. Woodling actually has that for the out as that ball was blown back in by the wind, went away. Elmer Vallo now takes a strike outside corner and then fouls one at the plate. It's 0-2. Breaking ball just inside, 1-2 on Vallo. That was high, 2-2. Ground balls short second base, Sternweis on to first, 2 away, and it's Hank Majewski. Majewski takes the ball outside, 1-0. That's inside, 2-0. Rip to right field, Mapes on the run and winds up running after that one. That's actually center field, right center is where it went. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning, and who happens to lead this off but Cliff Mapes? So the offense has calmed down, and I love this. We need a bloop and a blast. We do need a bloop and the blast. That's exactly what we need. You get a little bloop and a blast, at least you can tie this game. You might be able to win this game even though you're behind. That's kind of the joy of baseball. Mapes takes a ball out high and outside, 1-0, and there's a strike to him, 1-1. That's fouled away into the seats, 1-2. That curve misses, 2-2 on Mapes. Inside, full count now on Cliff. Cliff 2 for 4 today with the RBI. It's another foul ball. Guerrero can't hold on to the foul chip. It's still a full count, and that is a fastball outside. Mapes is walked, and he represents the potential tying run in this game. So Mapes ends up over at first base, and now the question is, what do we do with him? How can we get him around? Mapes a good runner. Up now is Tommy Henrik. Henrik, of course, old reliable. We know all about him. And let's see if Tommy can hit one of those special 5 o'clock specials for us. And that's a ball inside, 1-0. There's another one inside, 2-0 on Tommy. And that backs him away. Is ball 3-0 pitch. And there's a changeup in there for a strike, 3-1. Throw to first, Mapes is back in time easily, and that's fouled away. Full count now on Hendricks. And that's bounced up the middle. Juiced has it, shovels on to first base for 1, and Suter on to first, and Hendrick beats it out just barely. That'll bring up Yogi Berra. 1 away now, bottom of the 9th. And here comes Yogi, another big power threat. Yogi fouls one away, 0-1. Ground ball to Majewski at third. Goes on to Suter for 1. On to first, not in time. Berra just barely beats that one out. That'll bring up the scooter, Phil Rizzuto. Rizzuto today 2 for 4. 284 on the season is what he's hitting, and not much power. Rizzuto fouls one back, 0-1. And there's one low and away, 1-1. Curveball outside, 2-1 on Phil. And that one misses badly, 3-1 count, and there is a strike. Full count now on Phil. Check swing foul. Full count remains. Pop up right side out of play, and we'll do this again. That's belted to right center field. Chapman goes back, and he's got that for the out, and that'll do it. And so sayonara to this one. Athletics win this ball game 4-3, and wasn't necessarily super easy for them, but the Yankees never really recovered from that top of the 3rd inning. Hope you enjoyed this game. I'll see you again with another one. Bye-bye.